Howdy, howdy. So, so we just jump into this or what? Um, I don't know if people like a intro or whatever, but might as well just go into it because I mean, again, I don't know if this is going to be shut down. My video about Illuminati got shut down for what I'm about to say, so that's why I wouldn't be at all surprised if this one got shut down. Probably a live broadcast. So, what are they up to? What's their goal? Why are they doing this? And who are they? Um, what's their end goal? A pseudo utopia for people, even if it has to be augmented reality over their reality. Drugs, in the water, in the drinking, whatever it takes, so that they are pacified and happy and don't rebel. And their preference would be that no matter how shit their life, the citizen's life, that they're happy because of discontent. People rise up. It's one of the reasons why they put marijuana on a Schedule 1 with heroin and things like that. It's not a gateway drug. The reason it's a gateway is because you go to your drug dealer and they're usually selling for free weed, at least in the 90s. So they're not making really any money on that. So if they're trying to make money, because this is a lot of risk for not a lot of for free weed, and their person goes, "Hey man, if you want to make some cash, and sell some coke on the side too. I mean, you're good on the weed. You always come up. You don't do coke, do you?" Like, no. As long as you don't do it, I just give you some and see if any people want it. You know, then it's a quick way for them to get some extra cash. And give a little sample out to people that have never tried it before. And that's how that happens. Because the authorities were wrong about pot. But the reason why they schedule it so harshly and don't want you to have it, kind of like how you have alcohol. With alcohol, you can unwind at the end of the day. With pot, when you unwind at the end of the day, you usually go. This whole system is bullshit, honestly. When you think about it, when you're drunk, you're just fucking drunk, rambling, talking. You know, "Oh man, fucking Friday, dude. Friday night, I got fucked up. Friday, woo!" You see a lot of stoners doing that? No. They always have bright, intelligent conversations? No, because they usually kick the stoners out of school. So they sit around and talk this fucking crazy shit with themselves. If they were talk that around a science person, you know what I mean? What was that, Mr. Bell? I was saying, like, what if up or down? Well, if up or down, then it wouldn't really make much difference because that would just be the way things are. Just like you woke up today and down was down and up was up. Yeah, then it'd be that. Are you talking about wake up tomorrow and you still have a memory? You're fucking blowing my brain, man. Yeah, then you should probably pay attention because I can really fuck you up. Watch this. Now when I put this thing in, oh shit, why did it turn colors? Better question, why did it get so big? Yeah, why did it get so big? Would you believe me that was just colored creamer? Coffee creamer? No, you're paying attention, asshole. Instead, you're like, are you stoned? Yeah, go to the office. Can you imagine a stoner fucking tripping out on science? Whoa, so like that's like inside my, yeah, it's inside your stomach. Come look at this microscope. Fuck. Holy crap works, but I mean, fuck also works, yes. I mean, there's a more scientific term. Should incorporate these people. I mean, we admit that Steve Jobs was microdosing and or tripping hardcore in college. that most of the greatest musicians were doing serious amounts of drugs, and we consider them legends. We watch them burn out without ever actually, like, we case study them, and once they're dead. But that's the thing, is if you interrupt with the process at any point in time, you're gonna ruin with the art. I find a lot of comedians, especially as they get older, they get kids and they start seeking therapy because the other shit isn't working for them. It was working for them because they can draw from that for their comedy, but it's fucking up their relationship with the person they either love and or don't want to lose half their shit to. You generally love you when you wouldn't get married, generally, hopefully. Um, this is America. Um, but um, so they start seeking therapy, and they find that a lot of their fucking comedy is deflection of some problematic shit in their life, and they start dealing with that, and you start noticing their comedy is kind of very, very much muted, and it's interesting is because like Mike Tyson pretty much called. Bill Burr was hanging out with him, and there was like a podcast, and it was Bill Burr and Mike Tyson, and Mike was trying to ask him a question, and Bill's a comedian. Mike Tyson's a fighter. They're not fighting. He's a podcast guest. He's not punching Bill Burr. They're not putting on a ring and putting in a mouthpiece, right? But Bill Burr still got to be funny. And I guess Mike Tyson saw through that, having gone through treatment himself. And he asked a question to Bill Burr, and he's like, and then Bill threw back a comment. He's like, see that? Okay. He's like, yeah, you're deflecting, Shit, we're still even on the, yeah, everything's still going. Time is 6:14 yesterday, so we're right on time. Um, so you're deflecting, and he's like, like, oh, and he's like, it's gonna be serious, yes, and the question again, and Bill came up with like another fun. He's like, one day you're gonna stop running from all that. Like, it was weird to hear like Mike Tyson, like being like wise with the Mike Tyson voice. You know what I mean? One day you're gonna stop running from that. You're gonna be serious, and you're gonna settle down, and you're just like, you do it. So you're doing all that because using very like clinical terms and shit, and like, did you become Doctor Mike Tyson? Holy shit! Wow, that's fucking crazy, man. You are an interesting character. You're an interesting person. I just, yeah. I watched this one man show. That was interesting to watch. Don't know. Don't know. Have to see what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the other sides have to say about. I mean, there's one part where he only spoke on the rape allegations very briefly, and then that was just say that he didn't do it. Um, Even to this day, he's still saying I'm innocent. I didn't do that, and so I don't know. I mean, that's what an innocent person would do. It's like, look, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that. But I didn't do that. You guys all want to know, and yeah, it fucks with my career. Yeah, if I could go back, I would do one thing and be like, yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't come up. You know what I mean? It's one thing I would change. I started a pretty bad spiral for him, but you kind of seem to need to go through that. It's weird how, and then once everybody goes through that kind of thing, it seems like their art kind of suffers completely and goes away. Not entirely, they're still very talented, but it doesn't have the edge it used to have. Um, like Bill Burr, he just really didn't. He has opinions, and he really didn't really care. And like now, it's kind of like I have opinions, and It's not I don't care. And you can already feel the difference in the edge. I got my opinions, I don't care. And I got my opinions, and technically you matter. You know what I mean? It's just, you already make me feel like the loss of comedy. Technically you do matter. I don't want to discount your opinion. But right now I have the microphone, so if you don't mind. Oh, that wasn't funny, guy. I know it's not, but this is where I'm stuck. I'm here now. My house costs too much. I have to keep going. Well, he's retire for a few and come back swinging. You don't understand, man. These bills never stop coming. The craziest thing is, like, when I was in high school, I had hopes of becoming, like, not famous, but, being well-to-do because of money. Well enough off. And, I was like, I definitely wouldn't want. I mean, it's too expensive in California. Plus, I've lived in California. The earthquakes and possibilities. I'm not going back to California because that. Hell, there's a super volcano right off this fucking coast, and then it's just, yeah, just passing that. And I remember thinking, like, we came up here for a vacation one year, and we're staying out at Lake Ann, and I was out on the lake, looking up. I guess we must have been crossing through the Milky Way or something like that, or there just was no noise, light pollution. I was looking at the sky, and it's just like on this lake. Of course, there's no trees, so it's like wide open, and I'm out in this paddle boat, drunk as fuck. And I'm looking at the sky, and it's just like fucking this ocean of stars. I'm like, yeah. I had like a fucking 6-pack of beer. I'm like, yeah, this is what this is shit. One thing is, I don't want to fucking paddle with me and my cousin right there. And she's like, I was like, I just don't want to I don't want to paddle back. And she's like, yeah, me either. And just that second, one of our younger cousins, Kurt, just starts rolling by. What are you guys doing out here? It's like fucking way late. Like, dude, you got your tow line? Like, you got your like, yeah. Tow us back to shore. Yeah. He throws it to it, and we just tie it on. We're just like, clink. Just sitting there drinking. It really is nice. I could do this. This is shit, man. This is awesome. Yeah, if I ever get famous, this is what I want. I want to get a house like out on in this way, like Lake Ann. There's no light pollution, and I can see stars like this all the fucking time. And then I went to like the local general store, and it's just like this little lake. I mean, it's just a little small town. This is so fucking Andy Griffith. It should be in black and white, dude. This is crazy, or at least sepia. Fuck this, man. Your general store is called the general store? I fucking, yeah. You guys trying to sell, you got brochures or something like that? Is this Pleasantville? What the fuck is going on? But I like it here. They even had like a fucking, sometimes they would have like a fucking, out of nowhere I started hearing like fucking sirens. Huge, like air raid sirens. Very 1950s, fuck off, the bomb is coming sirens. You know what I mean? The fuck? It goes like a third, fourth, fifth time. It just stops. What the fuck is that? Oh, that's the like missile warning system. They just test to make sure it's working. They do it like once, like a month or whatever it is. I'm like, I don't think the small ass town is going to have to really worry about a missile defense system. They might be targeting Detroit. That might be possible. Grand Rapids would even be pushing it. Even Detroit would be pushing because they'd be like, what the fuck is a nuke going to do to that place really at this point? I'm sorry, they're coming back. They are coming back. We're coming back! No, they are coming back. The thing about it is as soon as they shut down the factories there, instead of whatever people like myself, I'll be like, wait, there's no one's in there. Like, yeah, no. How much is it going for? Well, it's not for sale yet, but when it goes for sale, how much is it going for? We can do. I don't know, but I know that it's big enough to build fucking cars inside there. And the equipment's. I don't. But that just means there's even more floor space. We turn to a there's all a bunch of shit that can be done with that much floor space, dude. Including making it smaller into like a bunch of little factories and rent out a factory space for people that want to come and work in. You know what I mean? I get ideas and meet. You know what I mean? Like that right there just popped in just now. Need some place to come weld on your shit. Sean's weld your shit. SWIS Swice. What it stands for? Sean's weld your shit. We got all the other shit you need in there, but Sean's weld your shit was the first thing he came up with. So we got all the shit you need. Oh, I guess yeah, you weld your shit. Whatever it is, we can fix it. You don't know how to fix it? We got a guy down there that works down there that just works at the place that fixes shit. You can pay him to fix it. Or you can pull into a bay and fix your own shit. Yeah, it's like need 30 minutes and a jack, and yeah. Can I do my car project? Yes, we can ride. We even have places to rent you space if you need to store your car. And all you people in the Detroit area that want to store your car for the winter, you come see our showroom where you can come show off your car during the wintertime. Like that. There it goes. There goes mine. We got a carousel that just rides around and then raises them up. And so I would think of all kinds of shit to do. The thing is, like I said, that it's and still it's ready to go. But they've leveled a lot of the factories now. If not, they're condemned and they're shitty as fuck. They should have. You know why they didn't? Black population. It just wasn't worth it for them to invest in it. The white people pretty much got out, and now it's mostly black population. Now it really isn't worth investing for the U.S. government because it's not that they don't, to be honest, it's not that some of the politicians don't care, but showing favoritism towards black people, they're having a hard enough time trying to fight Republicans with regular shit. The best they can hope for is to get in office and then do good shit. But if that's your platform, you ain't winning. Let's be honest. You're not winning. You're not winning on a plan to get reparations for black people. Black people, every black person will vote for you. Not enough people. Hispanic people might be going, well, if I vote, then maybe they will, and Asian people, at least they're looking for, but they didn't mention me specifically. So they did, they at least said specifically. And we know it, we all know it. Saying I will versus actually committing to, and if you commit to something and therefore yeah, by all means. I mean, if the person's like, hey, we're gonna get reparations, and like their vice presidential pick was an Asian woman, you don't have to mention the fact that we work on getting Asian people. You know what I mean? And on top of that, all the cabinet picks are. I guess who's gonna say, oh, these are all a bunch of DEI hires. They're already doing it, even though there's people that earn their spots, like they're Dalmatians or something. It wasn't funny. Stop. You're too kind, but it wasn't funny. Maybe just chuckle. Earn their spots. Well done. Okay, I mean, can you imagine, like, if you could make God chuckle? That's the best you could probably hope for, because he knows everything's gonna happen. So a good riotous laugh is probably not gonna happen. It's like, I know what you're gonna say, and it's actually pissed me off that you think it's that funny. It is funny, but you're pissing me off because those are my vocal cords you're borrowing. Just say it to me. So if you could get out of God, you must have done something kind of good. So that's pretty good. I can't say I didn't see that coming, because then it's going to be... It's even better than I saw. That's what's even better, though. I mean, I didn't see it coming, but it's even better. So, I got to chuckle a little bit. That's pretty good. And the good thing is, he could just pat himself on the back. I did a good... yeah, I did good. Holy shit. Like he said, when he looked over on the 7th day. Looked over everything, and it was all very good. Not just good, it was all very good. All of it. All the time, all the space, all the animals, all the creatures, everything that's going to happen. It's all good. Because at their core, it really everything is. We have a disproportionate number of assholes to citizens. With the right number of assholes to citizens, there's always something to do because those assholes are always going to be fucking things up. Stupid people to citizens. Like they said, the definition of stupidity is not being like dumb, but doing things that are to your detriment for no fucking reason. And not learning from that. It seems like that's got no place, but it actually does as a chaos generator. Like if no one realizes the actual archetype, it's not so much of a fuck up like all the time. Spread the fuck up amongst like all of us. You know what I mean? Instead of being like concentrated in one fucking guy that's just walking around ruining everything. Like in casinos we call them coolers, you know? Hey, how you doing? Man, I'm up $5,000. Cool. I don't have anywhere to stay tonight. That sucks. Here's $100. Oh, thanks, man. Loser. Yeah, I'm gonna vote with this $100 on whatever you're betting on. Loser. No offense, but I'm gonna go find another table, man. It's tough luck for you, but it's fucking up my hot streak. It's raining, it's pouring. Sherlock is boring. I like the cold air coming in. It feels good. It's been kind of muggy all day. It's nice to get that shit out of here. I thought we were done with it earlier because like it was raining a bit, and then like it was lightning, and then like it stopped. It was mostly lightning, and started to rain for a bit, and then it just stopped. I'm like, oh, we're done. That's pretty cool because it said until like 9:15 we're under severe warning. Maybe the severe thunderstorm was like the lightning that struck out there. The one severe thing you had to worry about. I told you severe. That landed like right out I saw it in the window and then in the screen. Here, the screen. The windows back there. Oh, I hate my fucking hands doing shit in this fucking thing. I hate it. Nothing does right. Because I can see the window and it doesn't feel like it. I mean, my peripheral can see. This is not scalable. Even when I flip the camera around so that it does the right thing, like a mirror should. No, I'm coming up with it. I'm coming up with it as a fuck. Okay, I'm figuring it out. There's a way to reverse it without reversing it. I've almost got it. Having worked in video editing, I've almost got it. But it's not things like that I got a lot because my head's starting to hurt. It's like too much right now, dude. Especially stoned. You gotta stop one or the other. Stop thinking so deep. Stop smoking pot. It's Friday. Sorry, man. It's in the name. Fried. Eh? Friday, the day you fry. That's why it's such a bad day for me, a trigger day for me, is because of the fact that in school I always put off getting fucked up to the weekend. Perpetuity. It's been 24 minutes. Perpetuity is what they're after. They want to stay in control, in charge. They want to stay the rich and the powerful. Even if the system should change to another, like a cryptocurrency or whatever, a digital currency, a credit system, they still want to be the rich. They still want to enjoy the luxury, the seat of power. They want to plant the tree and sit under the shade. They want the cake and they want to eat it too. So everything they've been doing has been to ensure that empires rise, empires fall. They already know that, so you can plan ahead for it if you're not so cocky as to believe that America the Beautiful will always stand as oh how we praise. What will come after it? Now you're thinking. Because Roman Empire, no one thought it'd fall. There's so many empires they thought would never fall, and they fell. America is no different. So what's going to happen after? And now you're thinking. And you start thinking about how it could fall apart. What could cause a deterioration in the social fabric where we no longer can get along with each other and look each other in the eyes and just, okay, I mean, that's cool that you have that opinion, and my opinion's different. Like, yeah, and that's fine. Cool, man. So, like, yeah, you want to still catch that movie? Like, yeah, that's still, Bruce Willis is still the shit. Amen. Bruce Willis is still badass, so let's go fucking check Die Hard at fucking, yeah. Sure. I don't know if I want to see Bruce Willis as someone who believes. How do we get to there? Dude, we grew up together. We just disagree on this, like, 2 or 3 things. Yes, I believe in taxing the rich people. First off, you're not rich. What do you care? Well, what if I ever become rich? That's a mad what if, Cletus. That's a huge, I could win the lottery. So you're going to argue with me about whether or not we should tax the rich because you hope someday you might win the fucking lottery, in which case you don't want to be taxed on money you don't have? So you're going to let the current kids suffer. It'd be one thing if we're like, if we tax everybody, we could all get new shoes. If we keep taxing everybody, we could all get new cars. No. If we tax the rich, maybe we can afford to pay the teachers a living wage and supply the children, our children, American children, paper, pencils. You need some little glasses? You need some little tiny glasses? You little tiny little fucking person? Yeah, we'll get you some glasses. Don't worry, mom, dad, don't worry about it. We got that covered. How's he going to read the fucking books and become smarter and possibly the person that cures cancer if you can't read the fucking book? Covered. You know what? Sometimes a kid does have 2 mommies. We're not going around to each class and going, okay, mandatory reading for this syllabus for this year. My 2 mommies. Dad likes to suck on things sometimes. Touch my hiney, would you please? And, the Dr. Seuss. Green eggs and ham. Oh, also, I forgot, there's going to be a test on CRT on Friday, so all you 5-year-olds study hard on hating yourselves and what this world has done to black people. Proud of people. Go on Thanksgiving break. Don't forget your kitty litter bags. You fuckers are crazy, man. All you have to do, if you believe some of the shit that you're hearing, rather than just start fucking freaking out and going straight to like online and like, yeah, oh, you're gonna believe this. Like, you just go down to the school. If you're not a student there, if you have kids there, it's still okay if you go in. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the class. I got. No, you're looking for down the. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this? No, you're looking across the hall. No, I've broken to like at least 17 like that, and not one kitty litter box in there. Well, I tried all of them. I tried. I didn't bring my AR-15 like the Cosmic Pizza guy. I thought about it. Because if I saw one kid shitting in one, I was going to kill him. Well, I mean, it's way better to do that than, let them play and have fun. Y'all, they are cutting off genitals. No, they're not. So with this perpetuity hope, they know that the empire's going to collapse. So they start planning for it. FEMA. But then FEMA gets called on for something else, like Katrina. FEMA's job was never, ever, ever to worry about after a natural disaster, unless it was like an asteroid impact. If it was a global famine, if pestilence had wiped out 50% of the population, how will they still emerge and be in America? That's what FEMA does. That's what their goal was. Probably to balance the budget. The president goes, fuck that, I'm not putting it, you know what I mean? They've already got a huge budget. Why aren't FEMA showing up? Isn't that what their job is? And everybody's like, yeah, isn't that their... I don't know what federal emergency man. That sounds like it falls under federal emergency man. Yeah, federal emergency. When the federal government is in an emergency, they manage to make sure America always lands on top and on its feet. Perpetuity. Continuity. If not America, at least the people that America most represents, which would be the rich. The ultra wealthy. By seeing the end of the empire coming, they plan on intercepting it and jumping in. How? How could they do that? What could they do? Well, there are certain things that they've been ready for a while. They've had the idea and all this stuff for a while, but it wasn't really feasible until the advent of AI and the creation of what we've got going now. That's why the real ID kept getting pushed off and pushed off and pushed off, and now it's been slightly where, like, I think you can not push it off. It's just there, but it's kind of like it's like a grace period. It's like now we've crossed the threshold where you have to have the real ID. People are getting like told they can't fly in certain states because and now I think it's state by state, but you still can't like necessarily fly if the state says you can't fly without real ID. You gotta lay over there. You may be driving from that point on. So we're crossing that threshold. The American people are so domesticated. The slightest eggs go up in price. They want someone hung. There's never been a more fucking horrible tragedy than the bird flu wiping out millions of birds, thereby decreasing how many eggs are laid. Also needing the current eggs that were laid to be hatched so that we have more chickens, causing a temporary inflation in egg price, which will go away once we have enough chickens to replace the chickens that died. And we made sure to grow extra in case this happens again. And pretty soon we're going to be back to where we at least don't have to use the eggs to hatch eggs. And so then eggs are going to start coming down. And then when those eggs are back hatched and they're whatever, and they're hatching eggs, then we're going to have like a ton of eggs and we'll get the prices way down. If you guys keep acting like this, like egg vampires, we know you can't live without them. Because, like, no, at no point in time did you guys go, fuck that. Dude, it was like $1.59, and that was expensive compared to the '90s, where it was like $1 or less. $3? No. No, instead you guys are like, $3, and I can only get 6. This is bullshit. And then you come back the next week, $8, 10. This is bullshit. Like, fuck, these motherfuckers will never stop buying fucking eggs. Nothing will make them stop buying eggs. We have frozen pancakes, but it's not eggs. Right? We have egg substitutes for, like, your cakes, but it's not eggs. No, but eggs are like, you're not tricking me with that liberal vegan bullshit. What did you do to the price of eggs, and why are we explain? There's a bird flew in my ass. Oh, you killed 2 million chickens in the middle of a bird flu? We're already going to have a shortage from the bird flu. The birds are going to die from the bird flu. Right, if you listen, I said we killed 500,000 and then another 500,000 that just came in contact. What, it looks like some kind of cold. That's just killing birds. Why don't we have it? Dude, if you stop yelling and just start listening to some shit, you'll get some answers. I don't want to listen to shit. I want some answers. Okay, how fast do you want me to tell it to you? Because look, man, your word salad bullshit. Right, but I have to explain to you what happened. Just tell me why my eggs are so expensive. I did. I don't need your fucking bullshit. What did you do? More importantly, what did Joe Biden do? What didn't he do to stop this? Because that's the president's job, is to go around to every fucking and make sure that there's no disease at any fucking daycare or, lettuce harvesting and if you're watching these, you saw that talking about Polybius' cycle of empires. If not, you can look it up and find out. But their plan is to interject right before the collapse. Because the main thing stepping between them and what they really, really want to do is the Constitution. So they can't let us live with the same illusionary rights. Yeah, I mean, everyone realizes that if those rights are taken away from you, the Constitution doesn't show up and make things right. Even in court, you still may lose. Okay, so this is basically saying that in public right now. So the whole like, I have rights. You have the right to shut the fuck up. No, you did. Then we instituted martial law, and since we instituted martial law, that suspends the Constitution. So for right now, no, you do not have that right. Therefore, any rights that you do have, we give to you. When martial law is done being suspended, the more acting up you guys do, the longer it takes. Which learning is to be docile and to obey, and also when to shut the fuck up. Even though you have the right to speak, learn the proper time. When soldiers got a gun, not the proper time. hostage situation. Not the proper time. Town hall, proper time. Walmart, not the proper time. And when they shut you up, they didn't stop your riots because the government didn't shut you down. The new armed Walmart police officers, possibly played by the government, shut you down. Sure, they're paid by the government, but they answer to Walmart. Walmart told them to do it. I don't know what martial law entails. Do you? I'm about to find out. About to find out. Because Trump is pushing intentionally. I mean, he just likes to let some of El Chapo's family in after complaining about, like, he's being as hypocritical as possible. He's probably wondering why the fuck is he not in jail? He's probably done the math and calculated that his chance of survival in jail, like a jail they put him in for like a private prison, is way better than staying alive on the outside. There is a possibility that he believes the bullshit he's spouting. I really doubt it. The things in the moves he's making seems like he's about ready to give up. But he is still hoping to do something so egregious that legally they have every reason to move in on him. He can spin it to his people enough that they don't hate him. And he can continue the whole pity me tour. Look how unfairly I'm in jail, and this is totally unfair. The Russians can't get me in here. Nor can all these other people, nor can my fans if they knew I was actually fucking them over the whole time. Probably the best outcome for me right now. Oh, I have family on the outside. I'm getting paid from other things, so my commissary and shit's all paid for. I guarantee even in a cush-ass prison like that, there'd probably be people that are like weaklings that would beat the shit out of them just to prove that they were tough. Like, this is kind of like a real prison. He's like our bitch. You know, no one ever gets beat up here. But now we can fuck him up because he's like fucking baby son. We're all here trying to... No, shut the fuck... You know? Fuck you. It's actually kind of fun beating up on somebody. I see why they do it in prison now. You know, that kind of shit. Please don't hit me, I'm sorry. Give me your fucking lunch money. You've already taken everything. Then give me everything you're going to get next month. As soon as I get paid. As soon as you get paid? No. No, you're a liar. Everyone knows it, so we're going to have to do something else here. This is fun. I'm like $1.50, and I'm totally bitching out this little fucking weasel. And they probably wouldn't even have to lay a hand on him, honestly. Ever. So when they go to like an inspection. It's hell. It's hell. They keep taking all my things. Gangs. Roving gangs of marauders wandering the hallways, stealing people's PIN numbers. And a mangina, I'd say, I haven't figured out what that is yet, but I think, by the way, I think it's here in the neck. Why does he have a vagina for a neck? Perpetuity. They want to, again, if you have a kid and you name him Junior, why not just name him your name and then just put comma again? Part 2. This time I'm gonna get it right. Part 3. The fuck are we doing? Part 4. We're starting a goddamn franchise. Part 14. Okay, it's lost all plot by now. And the joke's gotten kind of old. So I'm gonna name my kid Henry. What are you gonna name your kid? Henry the Second. I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna teach my kid how to do it, and he's gonna get it right. So they don't want to lose their lofty spot. They're already trying to fight for immortality. They want to be. They want to have computers that can be able to download basically your brain, you know, and then that stores on a computer. And I saw that movement back there. Sorry. Um, that way they can live forever and be the ruling class forever. Merge with the computer and basically become part of the AI that's teaching everybody how to. This is their version of heaven because they don't believe in God. So this is their way of merging with God, their God, which happens to be themselves and the work of their hands. It's not going to work. This is what their goal is. What their end game is. Their end game is to control everything that people do. Watch everything because if you're in control that much of control and that much power, you always gotta be fucking paranoid because someone's gonna be after it, right? Someone might come and try and take it from you. Especially if you've conquered immortality and they haven't. Especially if you hadn't earned anything, you just bought it all. Always so afraid someone's gonna come take something from you. All the millionaires, when they're doing that walk down the street, and there's like a very fancy neighborhood, and that one guy came out with a AR-15, and the lady came out with a pistol, and they're aiming at the people marching, like they're going door to door in people's houses, and they're like, "Stay away from our house!" Like they're just walking down the street, asshole. They're not going into yards. They're not going into anyone's house. That whole show you're doing is just because you're so fucking terrified because you don't understand anything. Is this the migrant caravan? No, this isn't the migrant caravan. Oh, this is BLM. They're coming to hang us for racism. No, it's not. Why are you so terrified? It's like you're expecting payback for something. What could that be? What would you be getting paid back for? I mean, you sleep well at night, right? On that king-size bed in your nice, big-ass cathedral house. What are you so afraid of? Someone's gonna come and try and take it. You can't make that money again? Tell you what, people keep stealing my ideas. I just keep coming up with ideas. Movie ideas, story ideas, book ideas, ideas for fucking automated gas stations, Sirius XM. Thought these weren't my names for them, but the concepts were mine. At a young age, very, very young. And all that did was convince me that I'm right. So I keep pushing and I keep going, okay, if that's right and that whatever, you guys are here fast. So then exponentially, where's that going to go? Because I want to be here. I don't want to be here. Everyone's trying to be, because if you're selling, you want to be right here. If you're here, you're too soon. If you're here, you're too late. You're here, you're right where the technology is keeping up with the idea. It's a new idea, still fairly new emerging technology, and that's when it starts to peak up with them. Right, because it's starting to be people starting to hear about this thing, and then right there. So if you have an idea here, you want to, if you're selling, you want to be ready. Your idea's here way before the shit's ready. Way before the technology can handle it. But you see where technology is going, so you plan to have your idea will be ready to launch right as the computers are starting to push it. And they keep doing that between each one to make the most money. If you land a little early, you're still gonna make money. You land a little late, you're still gonna make money. Too late or too early, you're not gonna make any money because no one's going. Too early, no one's gonna comprehend your idea at all. Macro, what? Why do you think they have so many movies like they have, like the Quantum Mania and stuff like that? Because the new technology is coming out, and a layman needs to have at least a somewhat a basic comprehension of it. No one finds it crazy that like Quantum Mania, and yeah, I mean all this other stuff is coming out right as they're starting to get into quantum computing. It needs to be part of your ideology from a kid in order to comprehend. Like again, there's kids nowadays. They're like, "You're born before Google." Yeah, right. Whatever, dude. Like, yeah, there was no Google growing up. Okay, because they can't. They were born the whole life. There's always been internet and Google, a fast internet, no dial-up. It's like being told you were born before, the person was born before radios existed. Before radios existed? So your birthdays were all in black and white? I remember when we got color. That was crazy, man. This rainbow fucking flew into the sky. Next thing you know, we were all gay. The having a gay old time, gay. We were also happy, and then happy became the term instead of saying gay, and then like, oh yeah, and then someone started like, hey, where's Richie? Your son Richie? He's out in San Francisco. What's he doing out there? He's gay. Well, it's good that he's happy. He's very gay. Very, very, very gay. I hear there's a lot of homosexuals out there. Wouldn't know anything about that. I just know my son's very, very gay. Did you hear about Tommy? He's gay. Was this happy? No. Oh, right. He's happy. He's happy. See how it gets there? The husband's like, fuck that. I am not happy. This is a man's world. Fuck this. Don't you call me gay, because I am not happy. That's stereotypical. I'm sure there are lots and lots of happy lesbians. Man, I can't wait for this shit to pop. We didn't know what time it was. It's probably time for my meds, but it's better to stay busy. Better stay busy. So, yeah. Who are they? The ultra rich. The very, 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 very rich. The ones who make the money. No one ever stops to think about where does money even come from? Why does it come from there? What's its real purpose? Right, but we have direct deposit now. And credit cards. And debit cards. Most shopping's done online. The ones that won't take it. What's more likely to switch though? If the dollar were to stop, you think they'd be like, just cash only? No. The only way to get paid. Crypto. No one finds it weird that so many launched around the same time. Sure, there are meme coins that have been launching, but they're not. They're offshoots of other coins. It's kind of like affiliate coins, if you will. You know, like you have an affiliate program on YouTube, and then the person who makes this gets a cut. Donald Trump has one. And so did Melania for long enough for her to get a payoff from somebody. Then it's gone. That transparency you keep hearing about. So what happens is that America overextends itself. And like a true addict, won't admit it. In fact, is drunk on its exceptionalism, so it's like, if I can just get the, I can just keep and just keep, okay, and just keeps all making all these bad wagers. Tons of bad wagers. If I can just get some more loans from Japan and China, if I can just, then I can turn it around. I can flip it. Because we're still America, okay? We're still America. I guarantee you, someone in the back is going, "Yeah, you keep doing that, man." There's only one answer. What is? We're not paying the debt. Okay? Oh no. Come get it. Tanks, ICBMs, helicopters. Suddenly all that weaponry and machinery makes a whole lot of sense when no one's ever fucking fighting us. We're fighting other people. This is in. Iceland is attacking. New York, be on the watch. Greenland is moving in. For the fourth time this month, Russia has attacked Alaska. Downtown Los Angeles, we cannot tell what's gunfire from the rival gangs and what's fire from the military. To hear the people on the news, we're at war. We must grant the president special powers in these desperate, trying times that none have seen the likes of which before. We promise if you all just bow down. Yeah, starting to get that sick feeling. But yeah, they want to continue the look of America, without the debt of America, without the obligation of America taking care of its citizens. You know, like rich people do. They want everything and cost nothing because that's the ultimate deal. That's the ultimate business deal. You get 100% of what you want. The other person gets zero of what they want. Zero. I mean, zero of what they want. And both are happy. It's ultimate negotiation, isn't it? You walk out of there going, I got everything I want. Did you? Yeah. What did I get? Nothing. Nothing? Nothing. So you got him to give you all the, yeah. I can see it on all yes. Why? I made a great argument, man. I showed them how I can make tons of money for all of us involved if they do it. Irrefutable proof of how they can. Everyone's gonna be happier. So I conceded. We go ahead. We're go. That's not gonna happen. So you make the people happier with less by making them discontent with having everything. Thank you for this Thanksgiving meal. Ooh, Black fucking Friday. I will stomp on anyone who gets between me and that toaster. TV, toaster, waterbed, fuzzy towels. They're not always on sale like this. They're usually $3 more. Never mind the fact that if they can sell all that shit at that price, at that day, and make a profit, that means they can sell it at that price year round and make a profit. But sure, it gets you a nice shiny trinket. While they go from the red into the black. Could have bought that stuff in January. In bulk, in huge amounts. From China or whatever company, wherever they get them from. With the full sole intention of releasing it slowly but surely. So that way it's a new thing to the American market. It's probably old as shit to everyone. We want to know why? We're so ignorant here in America. We don't pay attention to what goes on in anywhere else. Why? Because we're number one. So whatever we're doing, everyone else is following and copying. As far as style and shit, I'd agree. As far as science, as far as technology, as far as intelligent things, no. As far as all the shitty stuff, yeah. Attitude, that's that whole American fuck youism is spreading around the world. Like a disease. Now, I have fuck youism, but you have to come at me with some disrespect first. Until then, I'm going to show respect. I mean, I show respect to whatever thing you're doing. That's on you to decide that that activity is who you are. I like to shave goats. Great. If you're going to define who you are as an entire person on that, then yes, I'm talking shit about you. If you're just a person, like, yeah. I mean, that is my job, but in my soul, no. No, it's not. I mean, that's how I make my money, yeah. But you're right, money is bullshit anyways. And I wouldn't need money if they didn't have me out there doing that, like you said, then I'd have to wear, I have to wear pants. I could wear any pants, but because of the fucking way society makes it, they have to be nice pants. Well, then, because other people are going to laugh at me, and so this reinforces, we don't need police everywhere. The citizens are the police. They'll shame you into the mold. And I'd have someone walking around with a stick, yelling, gun, none of that. Just a subtle, oh, that's what you're wearing today? It's a costume party. No, it's fine. And you get there and everyone's like, hey, it's a 50s themed party. Right, right. You could have stayed home. No, it'd be offensive. I mean, because we got a 50s theme going on here, and then. Right. If you want to be a Star Trek time travelers coming to. Yeah, sure. It's not. Star Trek time traveler. Get your fucking funky ass in here. Set your fans to the funky, because we got some funky shit going on tonight, baby. We got a Star Trek crew member. You wearing a red shirt. You know you're gonna die tonight, right? Them's the rules, baby. So start drinking. Cause you gotta check out one way or another. And I still have this to go, so. Oh yeah, I got plenty of fuel. Either way, just drink enough alcohol that I can set you on fire. One or two. You're wearing a red shirt. You gotta go. Gotta go. But yeah, the central banks of the world. We did it for a long time, loaning money to other countries more than they can pay back. Subprime mortgage type shit. And when the country can't pay us back, we basically seize their country by installing a puppet. The person's very friendly to the United States. How well that goes over? Do you care? But if Venezuela, oh, Venezuela, the shithole. If that was our fucking person going down there, if that was one of our candidates, we did that to make it a shithole. So communism, you look right down there. Socialism, you can tell it's not working. No, it's dictatorial socialism. That's not the fucking same thing. You can have democratic socialism. Yeah, the difference is that you can elect all these jobs we have, like the currently, so everything stays the same. Basically, it's a different thing entirely. The word you're looking for is dictator. Socialism is just how we divvy up the finances that the marketplace makes. Communism, capitalism. There was a video that would be like, oh, they were talking about communism and capitalism back then, and it's like a black and white cartoon on YouTube, and it's like a I don't remember who it is. I think if I remember correctly, it's like one of those duck things. Anyway, so I remember the main guy was like, so any one time someone's trying to sell you an ism, I'm like, you mean like capitalism? Because he's going on how great capitalism is, and why communism is bad, and whatever, and socialism and communism are bad, and going through and explaining if this guy makes it better, ice cream for cheaper, and totally missing the point, because once capitalism gets to a certain point, it becomes not a matter of can I do it cheaper. It's I can do dirty ass shit, buy your company, put you out of business, undercut you, because I can buy in bulk so much I can undercut you, undersell you, on and on. That's reality. The person with the best blah 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 and the cheapest, BYD is proof. The car company. I think he says build your dreams. Richard Wolf. but they're big overseas and in China. They're a Chinese company. They were making the best electric car on the market and the cheapest, $30,000. Those Chinese tariffs that Trump was talking about, and that he was so smart for putting in place. It was like I don't remember how much. It was like a 25% tariff on electric cars coming out of China, so that American-made cars could have a chance to compete, because we buy the inexpensive thing. When the inexpensive thing is the best thing, well, fuck Ford, and we'll have BYD trucks and cars riding all over this fucking place, and again, it's all about this zero sum game. If BYD wins, then Ford would never lose. Capitalism says you have to compete. Tariff system says no, you don't. We'll just everything coming in. It'll just be more expensive to buy foreign shit. And then if you decide to buy foreign shit, that's on you. It's a consumer choice. Right, the batteries made here in America are $10 a package. But the ones that you used to get from China for like $3, they're now $20 a package. So it's up to you. Right, but this is his great, brilliant plan. You spend more money. When you don't have it, that's not his problem. Or his rich billionaire friends who have the money. That's not their problem. Oh, he is the snake in his fucking poem. You didn't get that. He left him out in the fucking cold. He did it again at the Burning Man or whatever the fuck that one. They got left out in the desert. And his fans go, I don't know what Joe Biden did. Right, it couldn't be that Trump paid for you to get out there. Didn't pay for the buses to bring you back home. So they're gone. No, Joe Biden must have ordered, so something happened. Joe Biden did it. I don't know. I don't know how they did, but there's sick people out here, and Joe Biden should be ashamed. And of course, why would he change anything about himself when he doesn't have to, like, he can say the worst shit in the world. And you guys, you don't understand. You don't understand my little school shooter. He's just a little upset about things. He doesn't really mean to shoot. He's just a little angry. He's not going to really shoot. He did shoot the school. Okay, well, he wouldn't do it again. And if he did do it, he didn't do it. There's a reason he did it. Did anyone stop and ask him why he killed all those people? Well, maybe you should stop and ask about his feelings. That's what they're doing. He doesn't mean all. They're not all. No. What he means is what I'm thinking about, which is a more peaceful, easier way to take that. When he says punch him in the face, I'll pay your. He doesn't mean punch him in the face. I'll pay your fucking legal fees. He means metaphorically at the voting booth. If you see someone here today, knock this shit out of them with your prayers. With kindness and Trumpian love. Kill them with humility and your charming smile. So yeah, this is 100% my belief that, and I could be wrong, Donald Trump is the Antichrist of the Bible, the literal Antichrist of the Bible. And that's where we are in the Bible. If you read Revelation, it's just a short 22 chapter book. If you haven't read it before, just thumb through it. Familiarize yourself with it just quickly, you know. It may save you a lot of time. Forever is a long time. But no, I mean everybody's proven who they are. Everybody's done what they're supposed to do, and we're all just waiting. Which reminds me of a song I wrote, which is about that very thing. It's off of. Oh, I should. You know what? I should remix that. Maybe I'll shut it down here a little bit, depending on how this mix sounds, and actually do that. Because that should be in 44. That'd be easy as hell to process. But that's old. Holy fuck, that's off of Musica. Yeah, that's a lot of pause there. It took me a second to figure out where it's going to be at. To answer the question, I'm waiting on a miracle. And you're going to wait too. So, as I was saying before, um, life happens, and sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. What can you do? Fan's loud as shit, isn't it? I can hear it in the headphones. Can you hear that? Oh, I thought it was muted for a second, but it's not. The microphone's actually working correctly. What? Usually when I stop talking, it fucking it's like a hum or a hiss. The fuck happened? Why are you working right? And you're getting the right values and shit. All right, so that was Geared Mountain. Those are some recent mixes. Mine's the first one. The first one made me want to watch the other two songs, and so that's what I did. Um, so, how do you watch things? With your eyes? You're not watching close enough with your ears. You gotta daredevil the shit out of it. If you listen to that music again with your, watch that song again with your ears. Go back, rewind. Watch that song with your ears. Just the last one. I'm not gonna torture you with all fucking four songs. Fucking sadist or masochist, whichever one you are. Pervert. Pervert. Can't take you nowhere. So, I'm thinking an hour and 34 minutes might be enough for me. I don't know if I got anything else to do. I might go broadcast some more. As far as this subject, I've always got shit to say. I wish there's more interaction. You know, that's one thing I do wish, because I don't need like a lot of people. I really, I'd like to have someone cool to talk to. I remember, like I said, after I got divorced, there's just one girl I just talked to for just a little bit. I mean, we talked like for like 19 hours straight. It was crazy, man. It's just cool just to talk to someone like openly and honestly about stuff, and you don't have to like fucking. I barely knew her, and she barely knew me, so it wasn't like any worry about anything really. Just talking shit. One of the coolest times I ever had, I was staying at my brother's house because I got kicked out of my house. Not kicked, was kicked out, but I lost my wallet. I lost my job, and I lost my place all in the same week. Um, so, as I said, the landlord came down and saw me down there, and I was sleeping, and like they're talking loud as shit, he and someone else, and he like looks over and sees me, and he's like, "Are you living down here?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I saw the people like they're renting to me down here, and as I said that, I was like, "Ah, fuck, I'm not supposed to be down here." And so like he was gone, and like within the next couple of days, like, and they're just giving me shit about like me, my behavior, and it's funny because I was sitting there, I was literally laughing, and like, "Oh, what are you laughing about?" Like I'm down there in the basement, and down the basement, I could hear them like, "He seems really cool, doesn't he?" And you can hear like so crystal clear through the floor, you know? Yeah, he does. He's really cool. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And they're about like, Robin was the girl and the guy. I can't remember his name. Fuck. Had red hair. Um, I know it. I just can't. I can see his face. I'm really good with faces, but I'm just bad with names. But yeah, they're just both talking like on more than one occasion about how cool of a person I am, and then of course on this thing they're both just like, what an ass I am, and how I've got to pick up my shit and get out, and it could be that your fucking landlord came in and chewed your ass about how you're not supposed to be renting to anybody out down there, right? Sure, it's my fault. It always is. I'll get my shit out. Don't worry. So I stay with my brother, and my brother's girlfriend. They were staying there, living together, and she had a friend come over and stay, and she had nowhere to stay, and so like I was sleeping in their spare room that had like a fold-out couch, and so we both slept on this fold-out couch, and I was like, "I don't care if you don't care." It's like, "I don't care." I'm like, "I'm not gonna do it." She's like, "Yeah, that's cool." And so we just like stayed up most of the night just talking about shit. It was really cool. I just like talking to people, man. On the bus, I was talking to several people. There were these two guys that were riding the other day. They were cool as shit. Have me cracking the fuck up. Oh shit! I hipped them to Green Farm. Hope they went. 'Cause there's like a referral program. So if they go, I might get like, because if you refer somebody, there's like a 50% discount I think for you. So I'll get like a 30% discount on top of getting there early bird. It'll be like a fucking holy shit, dude! I explained to them what I got and how much I paid for it, and they're just like, "Oh, we're going to Green Farm." Oh, we're going to where's that at? And I told them exactly how to ride the bus. Like you're right there, and like, oh yeah, the one in the corner. Like, don't go that one. I know which one you're talking about. You want to go down the road? Like, oh, the one. They're like, yeah, we haven't been there yet. I'm like, then you'll get something free. And they're like, oh yeah, we will. We're going to Green Farm. I'm like, yeah, go to Green Farm. Tell them I sent you. Like, too bad I gotta go home. I could go out there for the referral program. Like, give me your name, man. I'll just go ahead and we'll tell them. The other guy's like, yeah, we'll tell them when you sent us. All right, sure, why not, man? I hope it works out. That's probably like it doesn't work that way. Better, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this out. I'll probably go ahead and I'm gonna make mix weight too, because it sounded shitty and those falling again. It sounded too processed on the drums, but I think I can get weight two to sound right. Yeah, let's go with some like try and get that one to sound gritty like it sounds there, but not through a drum machine. Feel like listening to some music, well, listen to the same song for like hour and a half, 2 hours. Tune in for the fun of playing the same song over and over again. I'll have my headphones on the right way, I think. I don't know, maybe.